You're listening to the Extraordinary Everyday Podcast with Wendy Johnson, episode number 23.
Welcome to the Extraordinary Everyday Podcast, where women come to be inspired and motivated to become the best version of themselves and elevate the quality of their everyday. Now, here's your host, certified life coach, Wendy Johnson.
Hello, beautiful friends. Welcome to this episode. I'm excited to talk to you about 3 areas to uplevel your life. And you're probably thinking, 3 areas? Why only 3 areas? But I want you to listen to these 3 areas and how it really can transform your life. And this can be immediate, and you can see results this month. At the core of what we want is to live our best life, an extraordinary life. And we want our everyday to not be ordinary, but to be extraordinary. We want to see what's possible. We want to be able to reach our goals, have more fun, and feel more joyful moments. And in order to do that, I see these 3 areas in our lives that we need to focus on upleveling to get those things that we really want. So my goal for you today is for you to start thinking about these areas as you go about your everyday and how you can uplevel them. And I'll give you some tips. So these 3 areas all begin with E, the 3 E's. And the first area to uplevel is education. And typically, when you think about education, you think about schooling, taking classes, studying for tests, getting a degree. But what I'm talking about is educating yourself to grow your life. And you don't learn that in school. You want to be able to grow yourself, to grow your relationships, to grow your money, to grow your business, and to grow your mindset. And there's so many different ways to educate yourself. And there's so many learning tools and strategies for how you can do something. And this means you have to have a new way of thinking and a new way of being. And the more you open your mind to new possibilities, the more you're open to be able to change and being willing to change your perspective. So think about this. What area could you grow your mind? Where could you educate yourself? And the way you can do this is to ask yourself a few questions. What am I curious about? Follow your curiosity because it's there for a reason. Maybe you've always been interested in art or painting, so you could sign up for a class. You could challenge yourself in some other area. You could pick up a foreign language. Maybe you haven't studied foreign language since you were in school. So think about, what is it that piques your curiosity? What is in the back of your mind that you would love to do that could uplevel your life and make it even better? And then the second question to ask yourself is, what are you being challenged with right now? And this is where seeking out a mentor who's had the challenge and has learned how to overcome it, seeking out help so that you can overcome the struggle and not get yourself stuck in life and not self-sabotage yourself. So you want to continue to grow and learn in the areas of your mind, in your education. And the second area is your environment. In the personal development world, we mostly talk about the inner world or your mindset. But I'm here to tell you that your inner world is a direct reflection of your outer world. And your outer world is affecting your inner world, and it affects your thoughts. So you want to be uplevel your environments. They both affect the other. They're both complementing one another. And I thought about this because I just got back from Sonoma County and I placed myself in 5 days of a different experience, a different place. I went to some incredible restaurants and bakeries, and I yelped everything to place myself in new environments I'd never been before. And it definitely had an effect on my thoughts and how I was feeling, what I was thinking. And the environment consists of a lot of different things. It can be the order of your home, the clothing you wear, the state of your affairs, the people you spend time with, the food you eat, your media consumption, the music you listen to, and the books you read. All of these items are impacting how you think and feel. And if you don't have a choice about your environment, then you can make the best of it. Maybe you couldn't choose your childhood and the environment in your childhood, but you could make everything the best that you could do. And I did this. I lived in a beautiful place. I did have a nice house, but I made my bedroom special. I put a lot of time and energy into what it looked like. And I had plants everywhere. I kept everything clean and neat. One point I want to bring up is if you're in a terrible and challenging situation, you do have the skills to manage your mind, and you can choose to think thoughts from your future self if you're in an environment that you really don't want to be in. So if you have an opportunity to bloom and thrive, then choose your ideal environments on purpose. You don't want to put yourself in environments where you're constantly having to manage your mind. It's so challenging to grow. It's a lot easier to be intentional with your environmental choices. That's the reason why I live where I live. I live in a beautiful area, a beautiful subdivision, a beautiful home, and I think I'm surrounded by beauty. The mountains are all around. That was important for me, is to be able to see mountains, even if I live in the desert. So I want you to think about your environment and how it is impacting you. And it will impact how you think about yourself and how you feel. So ask yourself this question: in what areas of your environment do you want to focus on upleveling? Is it the people you hang out with? Are there some people in your life that you need to let go of? What about the clothing? This is a big one. If you work from home, getting yourself dressed up and not staying in sweats or a robe. Or is it the condition of your home? Is there clutter? Is your office cluttered? Or is your bedroom cluttered? Is there any area in your environment that you want to take care of this month? And there's always going to be a place where we tend to let our life go. And it's the season of our life. Maybe it's your closet and you need to do a clean out and you're not wearing clothes that are authentic to you right now. You're wearing clothing that doesn't feel good on you. So look around and think about, where are you having unpleasant thoughts that give you overwhelm or anxiety or frustration, and something that you've wanted to change. And the last area is to uplevel your energy. Everything is energy. Our bodies are made up of energy, and our energy can be physical or emotional. And the energy of our bodies vibrates at different states of being called emotions. And I've talked a lot about emotions. Emotions range on a scale from joy and contentment and happiness and gratitude, all the way down to frustration and anger and resentment and sadness. We as human beings can feel one another's energy. Maybe there's an energy that is a common energy that you no longer want to have. Maybe you're tired of being frustrated all the time. Say with your spouse, you always have those thoughts that He should be doing more. He should be cleaning up the dishes. He should put his shoes away. And that's a whole other topic that I'll talk on later, our rule book for other people. So back to energy and how we vibrate, and the emotions that we have are attracting certain energy and it's repelling certain energy. The energy state that you're at, you're attracting like energy. You typically spend time with people who have energy that's like yours because you're both attracted to one another. And as you raise your vibration, you may find that you're not spending time with those people. And then there's also physical energy. And this energy varies from lethargy, exhaustion, to vitality and aliveness. It's the energy that gives you the ability to walk and run and jump and play. And it gives you positive emotions in your body. So we want to move that energy and we want to create energy. We don't want to be lethargic and tired. So think about, what are you doing that is lowering your energy? Maybe you're not getting enough sleep at night. Maybe you're not giving yourself breaks while you work. Maybe you're constantly doing and rushing, and you're not giving yourself that space and calm that you really need. Maybe you need to get your body moving in the morning when you wake up, and then you need to move throughout the day, get up and take breaks, take walks outside. So I want you to look at your own life and about how you can up-level your energy. So ask yourself, how can you cultivate your physical energy? Maybe it's taking that 10-minute walk, moving your body, turning some music on and dancing, getting up and moving around rather than sitting all the time. Maybe it's getting more sleep, drinking more water, eating healthier food. And then ask yourself, how can you cultivate your emotional energy? Maybe it's beginning your day with choosing an intentional practice. And I do that in my program. I have my clients all begin their morning with intentional work. Maybe it's a morning gratitude practice, journaling, reading, and watching inspiring material, listening to inspiring podcasts. So how can you cultivate your emotional and physical energy? So there you have it, friends, the 3 areas that you can up-level to have an extraordinary life. The first one is education. The second one is environment. And the third one is energy. And you can up-level these 3 E's immediately, and you can feel the benefits. There's no limit to the amazing things you can do, that you can see, and that you can become. Thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to next week with you. Bye-bye now. Hey, if you enjoy listening to this podcast, you have to come check out More You, my community of like-minded women. We show up to create the highest version of ourselves and elevate the quality of our everyday along the way. Head over to ontracklifecoaching.com/join. That's ontraclifecoaching.com/join. I'd love to see you in there. And if you haven't grabbed your copy of the Mindset Makeover, head over to ontracklifecoaching.com/makeover and get a copy that teaches and inspires you to show up as your most extraordinary self.